This is Millennial Producer Tony. Thank you for listening as always. Little pre-episode announcement. The future looks like it is going to be once a month episodes. But we want to continue to do the show. We want to continue to bring you this content. You can expect the same quality, just a little less frequently. Thank you for listening. On to the episode.
Oh, yeah, the windshield.
I feel like if I don't go now, I will.
Is that softer?
The good doctor.
That's better.
Clean my person.
To your faces.
I'll come spray you down.
It can now be full audio fidelity.
This is a cold open then.
A cold open, just
cold
like
open?
Saturday Night Live.
This is all pleasantries still.
No, see, but you referencing the cold open, then starts the cold open.
Listen, you can edit this however you want to.
Well, Happy New Year to both you guys, though, since this is the first time seeing you in the new year.
This is technically the first recording for the podcast, not regular episode, but podcast recording in 2026.
Yes, and I just realized, why are you Gary Coleman?
Because it's a shorty. I was waiting to somebody to find out. Yeah.
Oh,
I was gonna actually change my name to Manny Lewis, and then was like, nah, that's too on the nose. Now I should have.
He's from Atlanta, and the fact I want to know why.
Thank you.
What? Yeah.
My apologies.
I want to know why you called him by that name instead of Emmanuel. You called him Manny Lewis.
Oh, I don't know. It's just in my head. Yeah. Oh wait, you were talking. Is Emmanuel Lewis dead?
They're, I believe, Webster and
okay.
Arnold
I thought you were
dead.
talking about Gary Coleman still. Okay. I don't know. I was just looking up him recently, like within the last 3 weeks, probably.
Famous short actors.
Just specifically Emmanuel Lewis, because I forgot what he looked like and was just reading kind of about him. And I think there was just somebody referred to him as Manny. I don't know. Emmanuel's also more syllables.
Yeah, well, I mean, because I grew up watching Webster, and it was always Emmanuel Lewis. That's just kind of how you knew him, you know, that was his full name. But then when this is random, when I was first job, I was working with this guy who was an audio engineer too, and he was producing a up and coming a la Criss Cross, like these this rap duo, these little up and coming Atlanta rap duos. And they were called this is like early 2000s, right? And they were called LOL, but it stood for Lost on Land. And so it was like, but people don't use it as that. That was, and they were like this little hip hop duo. Anyway, the mom of this group was talking to my friend who was recording for them, and she kept name dropping Manny Lewis. Oh, people that are cool with him can call him Manny, you know. People that are cool with Martin Scorsese, you call him Marty, you know, like that. It's like, so I thought that was interesting. Why were you reading about Webster?
He just popped in my head. It might have been scrolling through Reddit. I probably saw something about Gary Coleman and then was like, what's going on with Webster? And yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Tony, did you fully, you didn't really introduce what we're doing here. The fact that guy over there is definitely not Vietnamese.
Nope. Yeah, it's another shorty. We're back. It's Millennial Producer Tony, Gen X Brian, and Millennial Brother Dave.
Hi.
Hey, all right. That's good. I like that one. That's a good way to introduce it. But yeah,
this is the intros for these will be different every time.
Yeah.
Whereas the regular episode is pretty consistent. This one I will purposely try to do a different intro each time.
I just saw this reel that came up, and this guy's like, did you know that Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, every single intro was different? And I guess the guy that
played it Mr. Rogers played the intro.
Well, and then you had the guy on piano who was like this virtuoso. And so I guess Mr. Rogers told him yeah, we'll do this. But there was no, you have to do it this way. So he'd change it up, and it would change Mr. Rogers' performance a little bit, slightly. But yeah, I've been hearing a lot about Mr. Rogers lately, which is just weird because you were the one who told me he's from Pennsylvania.
He's from Pittsburgh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Is he extra, is it sacrilegious not to show your kids Mr. Rogers when they're grown up there? Or did you guys watch
I
it?
don't think it's sacrilegious.
We definitely did.
watched it, but I wouldn't say it's sacrilegious. I just think if you grew up in Pittsburgh, you know who Mr. Rogers is just by proxy. Like,
Yeah.
just because you're there, essentially. Yeah.
But isn't he like a national treasure? I mean, he's like, you
Wait,
know,
yeah.
He's
Yeah.
like a
I think the
local
statue-
legend hero,
yeah.
There's a statue right outside the Steelers stadium. Like on the river, it's like a 18-foot tall statue, lumpy, weird statue.
It's not a
Mr.
good-looking statue of Mr.
No, it's
Rogers, but
weird.
it is a
Kind
statue
of
of him.
scary. But they got his literally across the street from where I stayed for my honeymoon. There is the tree, like X the Owl's tree, and the
Really?
castle, like the actual castle, are in a building across from where I stayed. Which, of course,
wow.
we went to see them.
What is it?
I saw them the second time.
Is it a specific museum, like a Mr. Rogers?
It is called the Heinz History Center, and
Oh,
it is
that's cool.
just Pittsburgh centric. Like one whole floor, or I think it's two whole floors, is just West Pennsylvania sports. So they got like Steelers Super Bowl rings. They got like the jacket from the Penguins coach that won their first Stanley Cup. Like just all kinds of awesome memorabilia stuff.
I like how they exclude Philadelphia.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah, keep that.
No, but like, I mean,
You
that's
want
that's
to
like
mix.
Tony. Today, I was listening to a podcast, and it was an old Mark Maron interview with. He was talking to Pete Holmes, and Pete Holmes talks about playing Philadelphia, and how he didn't have a great set there, whatever. He's kind of bagging on Philadelphia, and he's like, "Yeah, man, what do you expect? They took Santa out at a game," and I was like, "I know that reference." Yeah.
It really is a divide almost in the middle of the state. Like if you're in central Pennsylvania,
You have a choice to
Harrisburg,
make. You got a choice to make.
you have people who are on either side, but you can really feel the blend as you move through the state.
I'd say Harrisburg's way Philly. I'd say it's right around State College.
That's
I'd
fair.
say that's the one thing people in Pennsylvania agree with is that they don't like Ohio State. Unless you're real far west, though, like there's a lot of people that really like Ohio State because they don't like Penn State. So never mind, I take that back.
Okay, so college aside though, but like there's no Steelers and Eagles fans, right? You're one or the other.
You'd have to be insane.
Yeah.
My wife,
Yeah.
my wife,
You get the
she's like, they're from Pennsylvania. I'm like, I hope that city burns to the ground.
right.
Yeah, but your wife
I
doesn't
just
really
like-
care about football, so that doesn't.
Right.
No, yeah, she's just like, I like that they're green.
Yeah,
So, it's
I picked that color. That's who I'm staying with. Yeah.
amazing.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's as long as she's not gonna get in somebody's face and scream at them, like then
Yeah.
that's fine.
But
This
Okay.
brings. Oh,
Hey,
go ahead.
I was gonna say there was the Steagles
That's
back
true.
during World War II, whenever there were not enough players for both teams to field a team, and they combined the teams, and they're referred to as the Steagles. Yeah.
Oh man, there was
And that
pretty-
wasn't the only combo team.
You had multiple
you had the
combo
steel,
teams?
You had Steel Card, which were the
Yeah,
Steelers and the
Steelers.
Cardinals
St. Louis Cardinals, yeah,
when they were in St. Louis. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh wow! When you guys are like historian buffs, like local lore and
We're
stuff.
from
That's
Western
amazing.
PA. We know Steelers things. Which, here's another fun fact, which leads me. I have a little game to play.
Oh,
So the Steelers have just lost their third head coach since 1967, 1969.
it's becoming a sports.
So from
podcast.
the time that man landed on the moon, the Steelers have only had 3 head coaches. They had Chuck Noll, they had Bill Cowher, and they had Mike Tomlin, who has just stepped down. He's not been fired. He said, I'm done. One of the things that Mike Tomlin is known for is the crazy arse things that he just says in press conferences. And I want to play a little game of, is this a Tomlinism? All right. And I would like both of you to play, specifically because Dave probably knows, and I'm more interested to see if Brian can just guess out of his rear end.
Okay, so you're gonna have absurd statements, and I have to guess whether or not that was actually uttered by this guy, or if it's just
Yes.
an okay.
Or if it was uttered by another head coach. I've taken crazy things that head coaches have said in the NFL. All right. The first one, if you're a blinker, cut your eyelids off. Brian,
yeah.
did Mike Tomlin, the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers, say that, or did somebody else say that?
I would think he did.
Dave?
Yeah, he did.
That's Mike Tomlinism. Yes.
Yeah.
Your explanation, and that one had the okay, I can see this. I can see this.
And he says it with his eyes as big as possible without blinking too. It's great.
He's talking about wide receivers, man. Keep your eyes open. I got it. I follow him.
Okay, next one. 3 or 4 plane crashes, and we're in the playoffs.
That's got to be somebody else, I feel, but I don't know who.
Dave?
The other ones are other Pennsylvania coaches?
Just NFL head coaches.
NFL. Are we got any quotes from Mike Ditka?
That sounds like a Browns coach.
This was said by John McKay from the Buccaneers.
Yeah.
Next one. We want volunteers, not hostages.
Let's say somebody else.
Dave?
That's Mike Tomlin.
That is Mike Tomlin. Which, boy, do I want to start using in everyday life. We want volunteers, not hostages. Pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. We are who they thought we were.
Oh, that's somebody else. I feel like I've heard that one. Dave thinks it's him, though.
I don't think it is him.
No?
No, this was Dennis Green from the Cardinals.
Okay.
All right. I got 2 more. I'm riding with him until the wheels fall off.
That sounds like him. Again, I'm just going on vibe only, so I'm going to say yes.
That's him.
That's
Is that him talking about? Is that him talking about Willie Parker?
I don't know. I didn't
think
have
that was
a
him
reference.
talking about Willie Parker. Because he definitely ran him till his wheels fell off.
There were when Willie Park was he a running back?
Yeah, 39. He had
when he played for the team, there were shirts that you could buy in Pittsburgh that just said "My Willie's fast" because they called him fat. They called him Quick Willie.
Fast Willie, yeah.
Fast Willie, yeah.
Uh-huh.
All right, last one. You don't get to pick the cookies out of the cookie jar.
I'm going to say that's him too.
Dave?
I don't know, but it definitely does sound like him.
It is him, yeah.
It's
him.
Like him, yeah.
Just okay. And the best one. This was a recent one. I'll just tell you, this was Mike Tomlin. He said this after the last game of the season because they were like, "Hey, how do you feel about the crazy end to the regular season game where the Steelers kicker, who has a very good track record of making field goals, missed a field goal, extra point, was then followed up by the other team also whiffing on a field goal attempt and winning the Steelers the game."
Oh, wow.
Somebody asked him, "What do you think about the back-to-back missed field goals?" And he said, quote, "If my aunt had male parts, she'd be my uncle." That was his response to that question. Everyone was just like, "What? Excuse me?"
Oh, that's funny. I'd like to point out that Dave is now Spud Webb.
Oh, yeah. I was waiting for somebody to notice it. Yeah.
From Atlanta. Atlanta's own.
See, I followed the trend. We went from Gary Coleman to Webster to Spud Webb, also Atlanta, also diminutive African-American man. See? Nailed it.
Yeah. Not sure who's coming up with the show outlines, but we nailed that one.
Uh-huh. Good job, guys.
Man,
all according to the script.
And Tony, I'm not surprised about your brother, but I am. You know more about sports than I think I thought you did.
I know something. Dave's real good at stats.
Yeah,
Dave's got numbers and names much better than I do.
Yeah, Dave. My question is, how do you remember stats? Do you try to do it, or do you are they repeated enough that they stick?
I think like specific stats, like I couldn't tell you how many yards any quarterback threw in a specific season. Like, I don't know that kind of stuff. I try to pay attention to who played at what time, especially for the teams that I like. And then I just watch a lot of documentaries whenever I'm bored. I'll just watch like 90s NHL. And then you watch that and you're like, okay, well, now I kind of know the entirety of the 90s in the NHL. Let me go watch 1999 NFL, and then you get like detail. Like it's just a lot of
okay. Yeah, and I would imagine in a movie like that, yeah, they're pointing out all of the, the probably record breaking and like new.
Yeah.
Okay, all
And
right.
it's just a lot of the clips and like the people talking about it. And I love history, and I especially love history that has no importance. Stuff that
right.
doesn't matter. Like that's exactly what it is.
But it happened.
Just finished a 4-hour long documentary on YouTube about the like history of what Disney calls living characters, not necessarily animatronics, from the Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln, where Disney was basically like, Abraham Lincoln's my hero, and I don't care if anybody likes it or not, but I'm going to make him into a robot, basically.
And set him in a nice air-conditioned auditorium.
Yeah. To like some like weird walk around characters in the park, like how the First Order stormtroopers have like basically an onboard soundboard that, based on their hand movements and hand positioning, they can trigger different phrases out of them.
Oh wow, man, high-tech costumes now.
Or like Turtle Talk with Crush, where it's basically a virtual puppet that interacts with people through the screen, to the talking Mickey that they had for a while, to the now animatronic Walt Disney, who shares the same stage as Abraham Lincoln.
Oh man,
Where
Walt is gonna be there.
Yeah, so Dave does not like animatronics or stuff like that. But
any of that.
But
not
it was funny that like
Winston doesn't like Muppets. He doesn't like animatronics. What?
I'm not a fan of most stuff, I guess, honestly. I don't really like puppets. I don't like taxidermy. I don't like mannequins. Things that are supposed to be moving, as far as my brain goes, that aren't moving, creep me out.
You gotcha. So I'm sorry I cut you off, Tony. You were on a roll though. I was just thought that was just funny. Like he doesn't like animatronics. How do you feel about that? Is that weird? Or is it cool? Is it honoring him?
Well, the irony at the end of the documentary is that he has done the same thing to himself that he did to Lincoln, where like he has like grandchildren who were like, he wouldn't have wanted this, and he told us, he told family in solidarity and secret that he never wanted to be an animatronic, and people were like, tough. Like he sold his likeness and everything, his family sold it back to the company, so the company can do whatever they want with it. They asked the family just out of respect,
and they said no.
Just like he did with Lincoln, where they were just like, we don't care. this is where you live on now. And it's like the guy who apparently made the life mask of Lincoln, which is like how we know how he actually looked and what they used to create that Lincoln animatronic.
It's a death mask, I think. Wasn't it called?
I don't know.
Oh, because they
he
make
was
it
still
when
alive
they're still
when
alive.
it was made.
That's right.
The artist who did that like recalled in his memoirs that like Lincoln was one of the funniest people that he'd ever met, and didn't talk about politics at all. And in fact, commented that he was kind of sick and tired of people trying to pitch him political ideas all the time. But that's
Lincoln
not the Lincoln
cool.
that we think of and remember, or the one that is preserved in Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln at Disneyland. It's the kind of like stoic political hero.
Honest Abe. Yeah.
Right. And the same thing, they had a quote from Walt himself where he's just like, I am no longer Walt Disney. I have like Walt Disney that people think of does not smoke. I smoke. Walt Disney does not drink. I drink. I am no longer my own name.
Well, there's weird blurry pictures of his fingers.
Yeah. But it's like that persona that he spent his life building is what's preserved in in the same theater with Lincoln. And it's just it's so weird that it's like neither one of them probably wanted that, and it's not preserved in a way that is them. It's just too bad you're here in the way that the public remembers you.
Yeah, I don't like any of the animatronic anythings. I will say, bit of a breakthrough with that was at a mall in West PA. They have this shop where they have all these animatronic stuff at the front of the store, and they have an R2-D2, like full-size regulation R2. And whenever you walk by, he swivels and beeps and whistles. And I was just like, it made me really happy. And I think it was because he was moving. Because whenever I saw him at the Science Center in Pittsburgh, he wasn't moving. And I didn't like it. It was like going to a funeral.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
I think
It's like
that's
looking at
what it all is. I think that's what it all is. It's like being at a funeral.
That's fair. Because like dealing with somebody is one thing, but seeing them in an open casket, they're like waxy looking. Like when something
almost definitely
something is supposed to be moving and it's not. Yeah.
Eyes moving under their eyelids. Like, yeah. Almost.
Do you know that they have like metal things that like hook under their eyelids to keep them closed?
It's like a contact lens with hooks.
Yeah. That's awful.
I once worked with this guy who had a part-time job of driving around in the ambulance and picking up bodies when people die in the night. That was his gig. He didn't drive, but he was one of the people that like they call and they're like, yeah, they're dead. You go pick them up and you bring them in and you can. And so he
part-time body snatcher.
Bring out your dead.
Yes, totally.
Bring out your dead.
Totally.
King.
Yeah, like why did you get that job? And at the time, this is like in the 90s, like it pays like $15 an hour. That was like, I was like, oh, okay, well, it seems like, you know, back in 1990, that was a good pay. But he was saying like the first week he was there though, they bring the bodies back and they locked him in the cooler with the bodies, like, you know, as a hazing, you know, ritual.
Oh.
And he was saying, and then, you know, bodies still will have electrical current in them. So sometimes like an arm will flap up or like, you know, out there and it'll freak you out. But yeah, that was a job I didn't know existed, but found somebody that had it. Since you guys are talking about embalming and things.
Yes.
Slightly more exciting. I was going to bring this up earlier when we were talking about the mannequins threw Dave off in the Muppets, is that Kermit, there's a huge Kermit that is making its way, that is here, actually. Have you heard about this?
I sent the video to Dave. You haven't watched it then?
I haven't watched it yet, no.
Well, yeah, fill him in, Tony.
You have a TikTok waiting for you. The giant Kermit statue that was at the actual Muppet studio in California has been shipped and will be preserved at the Center of Puppetry Arts.
Nice. See, that's where we were waiting to go.
And it's going on top. So like you'll be cruising past. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Kermit will be permanently part of the Atlanta skyline soon.
Yeah, that makes
awesome.
That makes me very happy. I was like, oh, that is so cool. John Mayer and some director named McGee. I didn't know who this person was. But anyway, apparently they bought the studios and intend to preserve them because prior to that, they were owned by Charlie Chaplin. So this was like this massive piece of history, these studios. So yeah, so he bought it. But yeah, he's like, not to change anything, but to preserve it as it is. And that's why the Kermit statue that's coming here, he's dressed like Charlie Chaplin.
He's got like the cane and everything.
Yeah, so that'll be cool whenever that pops up. I passed the Center for Puppetry Arts the other day, and I saw that, and I was like, oh, that'll be cool, like driving past there and seeing Kermit downtown.
Well, this is the thing that's on my list that I will ask you because it again ties into things that we're just serendipitously. Things that you find creepy but shouldn't. I don't know why it's on my list of things to talk about, but it's on my list.
But shouldn't. Because
do you have anything like that?
You know, silverfish, the little bug. If those things freak me out. Like, well, I mean, I'm not freaked out by any bugs, but those bugs freak me out. Like something is weird about those things. And pincher bug.
Silverfish are weird because you can like imagine them being under your skin and crawling around.
Yeah. See.
Yes.
I've never analyzed it like that, but that's exactly it. Because they're just I find them unsettling, but no other bugs bother me, but like those two freak me out.
Yeah, I get that. I've got an irrational fear that first of all, I feel like you come in my house, the very first thing in front of the door is the stairs to upstairs. Right at the top of the stairs to the right is the master bedroom doorway. And I feel like that door frame is too narrow. I don't know why it feels way too narrow to me. But I've got the irrational fear that when I wake up in the middle of the night and I'm like half asleep and stumble out of my bedroom doorway to go to the bathroom, that I'm going to fall down my stairs one day and kill myself. And I don't know why, but I feel like if I'm half asleep and I'm just off balance a little bit,
do we need to get a baby gate for you?
Yeah,
we need to get you a baby gate.
No, I feel like the baby gate would be worse because I'm more prone to trip over it. Then, yeah, I could catch myself with no baby gate if there's a baby gate that's broken neck.
Maybe just like a piece of chain across the middle.
And I've gotten to a point in time where it's just like I wake up at least once in the middle of the night to go pee. And every time I walk out of the bedroom, that's the first thought on my mind is, what if I just fell down the stairs?
Every time, huh?
Yeah, almost every time.
I have to walk down the stairs to go to the bathroom.
Oh,
that's trusting in the half asleep you.
Oh, I have hands on both walls. Like, yeah, oh yeah. I'm bringing my phone with the flashlight on. Like, I'm not falling down the stairs because then I'd fall through the wall into my bathroom, and I'm not. Yeah, I'm not doing
the shortcut.
You'd be there.
Yeah, shortcut. I'd be in the back of my shower. Like,
it's all right. You can pee in the shower. Nobody's told you just don't drink liquids that close to bedtime. Why don't you cut it off?
It just doesn't matter anymore. I feel like it's an old man thing. Like as you get older, you like pepper on your food. I feel like getting up in the middle of the night to pee is just an old man thing that it's inevitable. You're not getting around it. It's gonna happen.
What do you say? Pepper's an old man spice? You don't like pepper until you're an old man? I've liked pepper.
Dave's gonna back me up here.
I believe it is as you age, your taste buds start to deteriorate along with the rest of you. So pepper just adds flavor. But like
it's a spice, of course it does.
Watching our dad specifically, and I noticed it before he started doing it. But as he's gotten a little older, his food becomes a little blacker on top because it's coated in pepper.
And our grandfathers were the same.
Exactly.
Both his dad and our mom's dad. Like our mom's dad, for sure, I remember heavy pepper user.
There's a pepper transition that occurs, huh?
Yeah. I feel like our dad's dad wasn't quite as bad, but that's because our dad's mom is basically like the stereotypical white person with no spice. If she like smells black pepper, she starts like coughing and hacking and like she can't breathe. Yeah, like so I don't think he was as bad, but maybe when he wasn't around her, he doubled it up. Yeah.
Hitting the pepper, huh? Oh, geez. Another thing to watch out for.
Let me get your take on this phrase. Eggs are on the beef scale.
Eggs are on the beef scale.
Based on how you order them at a restaurant, eggs are on a beef scale. You get your beef cooked to order. You also get your eggs cooked to order.
Oh, my eggs medium well.
Or over easy. Yeah.
You make my steak sunny side up.
Could you grill it for me?
What on earth are you talking about?
When you order a cut of steak at a restaurant, you have to tell them how to cook it.
Yes.
You have to do the same thing with eggs. And the thought was like, what? They're just it's weird. It's weird things that you do at a restaurant that you don't do anywhere else, really. But are there other foods like you don't order baked goods on a scale like that?
Work it for me.
Like you can't go to Crumble Cookie and be like, yeah, I want you to overbake that. It's just like it's a cookie. That's how they're making them.
What about coffee though? You can tell, when you're getting your coffee, you're telling them how you want it.
But you don't, because that's just they make it in different ways. It's different blends. But like a dark roast is not dripped longer. It's not prepared longer. Like the beans were maybe roasted longer to make it dark, but you didn't have any say in that.
What about spice at like a Thai restaurant or Indian restaurant? There's the different levels.
Yeah, but the dish isn't. Yeah.
Take me off white person level. I'm
yeah. I can't eat grandma. I don't want grandma food. Yeah.
Yeah, it was an observation that I had to write down because I was like,
gotcha. Like
first of all, interesting way to put that. Yeah.
Sorry, I got lost in the first pass on that one.
Are there any other foods but eggs like that you can order in? I mean, you get a breakfast thing and you're getting 2 eggs, and you can order it one of like 5 or 6 ways.
Scrambled, over easy, sunny side up.
Over medium, over hard.
Yeah.
Boiled, which is disgusting. Like
poached.
Poached.
Fried.
That's boiled, yeah. Poached is
fried
boiled.
egg, yeah.
Fried egg, yeah. So there's all those.
You got hard boiled and soft boiled.
But
there's a lot of ways to cook an egg.
Is there any other food like that?
I would have said steak. Oh
no, but yeah, that's what baking requires.
You're not
getting
a lot more, potato in there. Like, how do you want that potato made?
Right. There's not an item on the menu that says potato.
That would be real cool. Make that into French fries for me. Like, that'd be really cool. Restaurant idea. But
that's, again, there you go, Tony. Tony's restaurant ideas.
Listen, I'm an ideas guy. I'm not an executioner of them.
I got it. Yeah. I'll pitch you the idea. You decide whether you can turn it into a franchise. I mean, for crying out loud, there's now there's customized drink restaurants popping up where all they sell is the drinks. The invasion.
Yeah, I like that because sometimes I'm like, I'm not hungry, but I could go for a drink that is not something that I have in my house. I want a made drink. I like the idea of a drink restaurant. I'm all for that.
I find it interesting that it's sustaining. But there's a couple that have popped up in Atlanta, and we have checked them out, and I was a little bit surprised myself. I was like, these are weird. This is weird that this is like the business model. We sell drinks. That's it.
It's freaks like me who are keeping them in business, I guess, because I don't frequent them often, but I like the idea.
That's one of those drink restaurants are perfect for like my wife and your wife, Tony. Both they love drinks, just any kind of drinks. So there's lots of people like that.
Okay.
Well, like we had a Dutch Bros open near us, and I went, this is perfect because it's like they're known for their coffee, but I'm not a big hot drink guy.
Yeah.
But they also do like custom flavored energy drinks and sodas and shakes. And I went, this is awesome. Me and my wife can go here and both get something. I like this.
Yeah, no, I've been to that Dutch Brothers. It's pretty good coffee.
Yeah. Again, I've had like one of their iced coffees or something, but yeah, they're good.
This has turned into the Coffee Talk and Sports Podcast.
You ever brewed coffee with coffee instead of water? You just use old coffee and then brew it with that?
No.
Ooh. Does it make it super strong?
Oh, yeah. It makes you buzz so bad that you just an anxious wreck.
Yeah, that sounds horrible.
Yeah, no, it was one of those, especially if you chug like a 16-ounce cup of it real fast. Yeah, you just
make you see sounds.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you can definitely see sounds. Yeah, not good.
On the other side of the spectrum, our great grandma, we hear stories about this. She used to brew a pot of coffee in the morning and drink half the pot of coffee. And then once it was half done, she'd just fill it up with hot water and then drink half of that and then fill it with hot water. And then you'd have you only have to make one pot of coffee all day. It just gets way weaker as the day goes on, but you don't want a strong cup of coffee at night anyways.
Entire pot.
Yeah. But by the time you get to dinner and you want a cup of coffee at the end of it with like, a couple cookies for dessert, it's the perfect strength coffee for late at night. So is it really that dumb of an idea? As I've gotten older, I don't drink coffee, but maybe she's onto something.
That's awesome. That's so awesome. That's really funny.
Wasn't her family the same ones that made hot lettuce, though?
Yeah, they did have a dish called hot lettuce. It was just like,
dude,
freaking, this is what we're coming from. Oh, yeah, no.
Looking forward to some hot lettuce this evening. That just sounds gross.
We have watered down coffee to go with it.
I do remember we had a family reunion that our family and our house hosted, and boy was our dad, who's doesn't get excited or emotional about stuff. Boy was he excited that somebody was making hot lettuce, and I was like, nope.
Nope, call it something else. So what
Yeah.
is it? Is it like sauerkraut or is it like
Oh,
is it
it's
it's hot
lettuce. Yeah.
slimy lettuce?
It's lettuce, and I think it has like vinegar and bacon. I don't know.
Yeah,
My
there was some
my
sort of
dad
specific
will
dressing
explain it.
on
Yeah.
it. And was it heated and you sort of intentionally wilt the lettuce a bit?
Yeah, see,
I
that's where
could
you
be
lose
I
me.
could be wrong.
I remember
That
not liking it. Is all I
yeah,
remember.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
it's just wilted, hot wilted lettuce. Yeah, no good. uh, there's noise in the background here. If you hear anything, shh. The hold for suspense.
Yeah. Everybody can listen to hear if they hear the noise as well.
Yeah, there was this one. There was this one point in my life where I was trying to learn how to meditate, and I was like following this sort of course on YouTube, right? And you put headphones on and like listen to it, and it was recorded clearly in like this guy's apartment because you could hear the air conditioning kicking on in the background and then off, and it was just it was faint, but it was like you're meditating, so you're listening and it's quiet and you could
Yep.
so you could hear. I'm like, this is so distracting. Like I can't at all not hear the change in the sound and the background noise of this guy's, recording.
Oh, yeah. Need to
Yeah,
like
if he
go in
just
his
starts
closet.
coughing. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it was subtle, but it was just like you could just hear it and you're like, oh, there's a mic on in the room.
Oh boy.
But that's what we were all doing. We're listening to my heat kick on, hopefully, because, man, again, we were talking about this before. It's freezing here in Atlanta, and it's freezing there in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
But I suppose it is January, so that's bound to happen.
It was like 45 here yesterday. It was like nice outside like a day ago. And then today
45
it's
is nice.
negative wind chills. Yeah.
Well, did
But
either of you were either of you affected by the like nationwide cell outage yesterday?
No. What network? Was it Verizon? Did I see it was
Verizon was
Verizon?
the culprit, but it then affected other networks because you couldn't deal with Verizon people.
yeah.
And it lasted like most of the day. It just like phones just went into SOS.
Oh, dude. See, that's like, yeah, you start thinking about that, and I'm like, okay, it's like doomsday scenario, but you're like, it would be so easy to cripple everyone by taking out the phones like that. That should terrify people. That like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do if you don't have the internet?
Yeah, and like one of my first thoughts was, what if somebody can't get a hold of me? And I was like,
Yeah.
but people not used to not be able to always get a hold of me. So so let me ask this question. Do you turn your phone off at night?
No. I put it on do not disturb, but I don't turn it off. So if
My
it
phone,
rang, I probably wouldn't
my
hear it.
phone is turned off every day. When I go to bed, my phone gets turned off. I still have like an alarm clock that I use to wake up, so I don't use my phone for that.
Old school.
But it's just like now my wife, just because of sometimes with work and stuff, she has a phone on, whether it's her personal one or her work phone. So should there be an emergency? But I'm just like, when we used to have landlines, if you slept through the phone ringing, then you slept through the phone ringing.
But yeah, but if the phone ringing in the middle of the night was always ominous and scary.
Yeah. But there were times where it's just like you could not be reached.
Yeah.
And somebody left a message and you got back to it whenever you got home, which essentially is turning your phone back on.
So why do you keep the phone out of your bedroom? Or do you like leave it in the living room? Or
No,
is
it
it in
just
your
goes
room?
on my nightstand next to me, but it
But it's
just like
off.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
not using it, so there's no reason it should be powered.
so you're saving the battery on it.
Yeah, and I feel like it's just like my computer. When I'm done with it, I turn it off. It could be on all the time, and there's reasons to have it on all the time. Like my computer that I use for the podcast has like it's my gaming computer. So if I were to have that on and turn my laptop on, I could stream games on Steam to my laptop from this other computer that's powering it, which would be very handy. But there's no reason to have my computer on all the time. So I turn it off. It's good to power cycle things, you know?
Yeah, I thought you were going to say, and that's what I do.
Well, you know, if I was working and I was on another computer, I could stream games to it. I do not, though. No, if I'm not using my gaming computer, it goes off.
What about wasn't there a time, I feel like earlier it seemed to be the thing that you left your computer on? Did you ever do that, like back in the early days of your computer, like leave it on all the time?
I don't remember us doing that. When we worked together, my work computer stayed on all the time, but that wasn't my computer, so I didn't give a crap. If this thing freaking dies, then it's somebody else's
So
problem.
be it.
Yeah.
It should be a power horse to keep up. Okay. And Dave, now that you have a microphone and is it a new laptop too?
No, it's still, I don't
New
even know.
laptop?
This laptop's probably like 2.5, 3 years old now from Walmart. It just bare bones gets the job done. It's not even mine, it's my wife's. Like, I haven't had a computer since 2013. Not owned a computer since 2013. I've only had phones, and that's it. Like,
Tony has powerhouse computers, and you haven't had one at all.
I learned how to
Yes.
do everything on a Google phone back in
Yeah.
2013, and was like, I don't need a laptop. I can just download all my files and do everything I need on here. And now I don't know how to do anything, which worked really good for me because I can't help anybody with IT stuff. Like, I can't do it. Like,
Oh
I
man.
don't know what it's going on as much as you don't know what's going on.
Oh man. Yeah, that's funny. That's I think that's my brother's strategy too. That's why all IT gets passed to me.
Oh, I go, you got that, Tony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really funny though, man. That's how far apart are you guys?
4 years.
4 years? Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's you know, not necessarily saying it's a good marital strategy, but if you foul something up bad enough, they won't ask you to do it again. You know?
Oh, don't know if you should follow that advice or not, Dave.
Oh, hold on. You asked how far apart we were, and Liz's answer in the chat was about 800 miles. Also a fair answer.
Very good answer. Yeah.
That's funny. You answered my actual question, but now I'm glad I know the other one. Thanks.
Yeah. Wow, we do have a different intro every time. I am going to end it the same. Hey, thanks for listening. Appreciate it. If you like this, tell a friend. Rate and subscribe wherever you're listening so you don't miss new things when we put them out. If you want us to talk about something, even on a shorty, if you got questions for Millennial Brother Dave, show up in chat on Twitch, or you can send us an email at podcastxyzxwhyz@gmail.com. Otherwise, you'll find us on Instagram, posted when we were before we went live. So if you have notifications on there, you could know when we went live on Twitch. Check us out on YouTube. Check us out on TikTok whenever I have time to post things on there. Otherwise, you can find all the places you can listen to us, our watch and listen list, which is our link dump, and all kind of other good things like our merch store at our home on the web, podcastxyz.podbean.com. And with that, we'll see everybody next time.
Yeah.
Bye.